All right, I'm recording for Sheep Guarding Llama the 24th of November 2019. I'm Scott Allen Miller, and I'm recording this the morning after. There goes Mia. So this is our second half of our drive from New York back to Texas after Dominica's grandfather's funeral in Utica and stopping to see my father for an early Thanksgiving while we were up there. We started the morning in Jackson, Tennessee. We stayed at the DoubleTree last night, and the report is we love it. I mean, I'm always happy with the DoubleTree, right? I mean, Hilton in general has been great, but DoubleTrees are kind of my favorite ever since we started using them in Panama, and that one in Youngstown was so good, and we just got a great deal, 107 a night, and in Jackson. Of course, Jackson, not a big destination, but worked out perfectly. We were thinking about staying at a different Hilton property in I think it's Dixon, Tennessee, and that was only going to be 104, and it was not as good a spot to stop along the path, and just in general, it wasn't going to be as good. And so the one in Jackson worked out perfectly. It gave us the right amount of distance to drive today. So we got up and I worked this morning. I actually had to get up at 5 a.m. having gone to bed last night around 1:30. And not getting to sleep until after 2. We had that migration that we were doing for a customer in Saskatchewan, and Paul's there on site, and I had finally figured out a way that I thought I was going to be able to get a full working backup done last night. I did, and it worked, and at 5 o'clock this morning, Paul started calling me to get me up so that I could get working on the next step. So by about 5:30, I was working again, just had my little Dell Inspiron set up on the in the hotel. I was able to work until I think about 10. We got things working to a point where we felt I wasn't useful to the team anymore, and so we got in the car and got on our way. Had a good drive. We never were able to find one of those pilots with the mac and cheese again for Luciana, which made her very sad, and Dominica very frustrated because we stopped at pilot after pilot looking for them. Even went to pilots and asked, and they would be like, "We don't even know what you're talking about. We don't make mac and cheese, nor does the one down the street," right? So that was frustrating and a lot of effort that didn't go well. We did stop for lunch. Both girls got personal pan pizzas from Pizza Hut. I got a Subway sub, just a veggie delight, something healthy, because it's been, we tend to do junk food when we're in New York, and with the funeral, we couldn't even begin to get away from the junk food, so it was a big deal to eat salads more or less the last few days, so I feel good about that. We got home. It was well dark. I want to say it was just before 8 o'clock that we got home. Rachel was texting me in the car. She got to the house probably about 7. Kat, of course, has been here watching this little puppy behind me for the last couple days, and Paul will be getting back tomorrow from Saskatoon around 1 o'clock in the afternoon-ish. Tomorrow, so tonight Rachel's staying because tomorrow Rachel's moving into her new apartment, which is right over, actually I guess, no, I was right the first time, right over that way, about a 20-minute walk. Maybe a little bit longer, but very, very close. It's her first apartment of her own, and I'll be helping her move in tomorrow. Hopefully she gets her keys in the morning, and it's going to take all week to actually get her fully moved, but we'll get her started tomorrow. So we got in, hung out with Kat for a little while. Pretty much immediately, Rachel and I ran out to pick up Long John Silver's for the family. That took forever. Ended up getting full-size shrimp for Liesel. No, Liesel likes the popcorn shrimp, not the full-size shrimp. That was my bad. I got hush puppies for Chana, but she neglected to ever eat them. Got salmon taco for Dominica. Got myself salmon tacos. Rachel got all kinds of food. She was just binging. Kat got a piece of fish. It probably took 30 minutes or longer at Long John Silver's to make that. Like, it was crazy how long it took. We brought it home, hung out for a little while with them, and then Rachel, Dominica, and I finished watching the last 2/3 of The Prisoner of Azkaban as Rachel slowly makes her way through the Harry Potter series. Hopefully, now that she lives right over here, we'll be able to get through the Harry Potters within the year. That was it. We watched Harry Potter and off to sleep. Liesel and Luciana were so excited to be back in their house. They have missed having their steam machine and all their stuff and their private space. They just locked themselves in their bedroom for the entire night. They would pop out for food and stuff. They were so excited that they didn't even eat a lot of their dinner. They just they got on Steam. They got a new game that I got them while we were away, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really cool. It's a two-person local co-op platformer where it moves the screen between who's playing, and the two of them sit there and play together and help each other through it. And it's like a cool story and beautiful graphics, and it's just really cool. They found it on their own. I didn't even tell them about it. They started playing it, and they spent the whole evening on it, having a great time together. And you can just hear them laughing and stuff. So great evening. We're home and ready to start the week. And this is Thanksgiving week. So 3 normal days, then it's Thanksgiving. We're doing Thanksgiving here with Friendsgiving. We've got Kat and Taylor coming over. Rachel might come over. Obviously, Paul's going to be here, us and the kids, and Dominica's doing a homemade seitan loaf, probably stuffed. That should be cool, and some pies, and I don't know what else is going on. And of course, Mia will be there. And then I am covering for the office Thursday and Friday, so that we're giving the entire team a 4-day weekend. And then somewhere around the weekend or the Monday after that is when Dominica has to get to Tijuana for her trip. So busy-ish week, and I'm about to spend the next 3 days catching up after having been away and having spent the entire weekend doing a crazy migration. But thank goodness we got it done, and I'll probably tell the story of all of that some other time. So happy Thanksgiving week.